Yes. We're now back. Listen, we have a guest up in the building. He has his merch on right now, actually.
Merch on.
And our merch. Yeah.
He's going crazy right now.
Yeah, black owned Kadeem. You can talk right into the mic. You can introduce yourself, man.
Kadeem. Pretty much. My name is.
Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. You're
good,
nervous
bro.
now. I know how it is.
It's all good,
First
bro.
time. Solitario on the Instagram. My friends call me K. Yeah, that's me.
Word.
Explain the brand now. Like what inspired it? I see you brought the brown and shit too. Like you brought the brown.
I
for
had
us.
to, show my appreciation for my brothers.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
the Henny.
We appreciate the Henny of old time, of course.
man.
You know what I'm saying? We drinking this shit straight up, no ice too.
No ice.
I don't understand.
I don't even like Henny with ice anyway. So
You
it's
don't,
all
right?
good. Nah.
Yes, sir. Come on, that's all you.
Yeah, but basically the I'm sorry. The meaning behind the brand is self growth, and I wanted to like the way it started was my fault, brother.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Don't be nervous.
Yo.
Don't be nervous. It's good. Just breathe in and out.
So I had this analogy in my head, and basically I call myself a plant. And
Okay.
so when I got with my girlfriend, I wanted to call her something more than a plant, so I called her a flower.
Okay.
So
It's based around love, basically.
basically based around love, and I wanted to create something that was a part of me, and I wanted to create something that I can share with others, and basically just share my mind and on clothing, and I want to create a community of success, and that's what
That's
my
the
brand
main
is
mission.
about. Yeah, for sure.
Why you think you're so nervous right now?
I'm not gonna lie, like I have a lot of anxiety.
You do? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So that's where it starts off. But as the conversation keeps going on, I know that
You'll
it'll
open up.
subside.
All right,
You
cool,
know what I'm
cool.
saying?
Now I'm just asking because it's usually like that for like most guests though. When they come up here though,
For the first time.
they feel like this mic is like the radio or something like that. I mean, kind of is though, really though, right? Honestly. But now you could, we chill. You know what I mean? Same way we talk, you know what I mean, amongst me, you, and Najee and shit like that. It's a vibe here, you know what I mean? It's the same way. How does it feel like being like, starting a brand as a black person too? Like just like and how's it been on your pockets?
Listen, man, you said last week, what was it? Entrepreneur is
Friends for
broke.
Know the vibes.
Man, it's tough, and it's only myself. Like I don't have nobody supporting me, you know what I'm saying? Like supporting me
Financially,
it's just me. But the positive side about that is I have full creative control.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I love about just being me. But sometimes like I have to wait, because I have to save the money, to put everything together, and time is very valuable, and it's been hard, in the beginning for the beginning. I started last March. It's going well so far, but it's just rough, in the begin, like starting off.
How does it feel having anxiety starting a brand, knowing that you might have to like just be in front of like faces and talking to people and shit like that?
I practice it. I practice speaking to people all the time, and I've recently I've been on a lot of interviews because I'm trying to like get back into work and stuff, and it doesn't matter like how much like I practice. The minute I'm like sitting down, yo,
It's
heart
like,
starts racing, forget what I'm saying, but like I said, I'm happy to be here, and I'm gonna get more comfortable as we go.
It's one of those things though, because I feel like a lot of people, even like I feel like, well, at least me, like I still get kind of like I wouldn't say nervous, but I still get like forgetful too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to rush out thoughts and shit like that. I definitely had to practice for a long time just to like relax my thoughts while I speak on this mic. You know what I mean? Like just calm down, not try to speak too fast. Try to speak like so like where I can understand myself when I listen back, so I know people can understand me. How do you feel also, like, where does the anxiety stem from? Like, was that, like, something, like as a childhood?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of childhood trauma.
Oh, okay, that's deep.
Yeah. Father was in my life, but he wasn't in my life.
Okay, yeah, I know what that is.
In the crib, but not there.
Yeah. Right?
But the positive out of that is that, I started therapy recently.
Right.
And therapy is so important. For my black people out there, please try therapy. You know, I know it may sound like it's expensive, but it's worth it if you have trauma in your life, for sure.
So like your reason for starting therapy was because of the trauma, or was it because of the anxiety, or both?
I knew that eventually I would try therapy. But there was one day I had a panic attack, and it was out of nowhere. And I was like, all right, so let me check out my physical health. All right, I'm good. So it's all mental. Nah, I gotta start this. Like I've been procrastinating on it. It's time to like actually put it into motion.
I think a lot of black people as well do procrastinate on checking out mental health.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's not one of those things that we check off the list.
Nah, it's not common. It's not taught. You know what I mean? It's taught to be like you kind of not cool if you going through something mentally.
Right,
You know what I mean? It's like you got something really wrong with you. It's like we all dealing with something.
Yeah.
I mean, some are just more crippling than others. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
like we have a close friend who's like deals with anxiety now, and like I've been having many talks with him recently, and he's just been like just kind of put me on game as to like what he's been going through for real, and like he's in therapy too, and it's like so you just like really understand like anxiety, like how like severe it can be.
Right.
You know what I mean, like it just really like just kind of just takes control over your life sometimes. You really it's hard to kind of get out of that. Like no matter how hard you may want to, once it hits, it's like yo, I'm just stuck here.
Yeah, for sure.
And I gotta just kind of wait until it like subsides
and
and keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? So I understand for sure.
Yeah, and because I think we all suffer with like a little bit of anxiety when it comes to certain things. But like when people that like like our close friend. And like you yourself, like when they suffer from that anxiety,
right?
Where it's like, it's like hard to look somebody in their eyes for too long and things of that nature. Like,
you don't want to be touched.
Yeah, you don't want to be touched a certain way and shit like that. Like I know people like that. I dealt with people like that. Like you said, a bro. So like it's all about conversation.
Yep.
And like you said, this is a healthy conversation right here, especially black men having this conversation because it's not very common. But I love having these conversations about mental health because it's that's not what we was raised on in our background.
Tough and hold all your emotions inside. Like nah, like I'm hurting right now and I need to speak.
You need to speak about it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's funny. Like a friend of mine just said that the other day. Like, yo, sometimes I just want to like say shit to get off my chest. I don't want you to respond.
Yes.
I need you just to like hear my shit. I don't need you to tell me how it's gonna be okay or nothing like that. I just want to get my shit off and let me get my shit off.
Exactly.
No matter how it sound, no matter how crazy it sound, let me get my shit off. Exactly. And I get that.
Yes.
Everybody needs that. Like sometimes people just need to like let me get my shit off. Like, I just want to talk my shit, and it's not complaining either. I need that like people to understand. There's a difference between complaining and like just like getting your shit off. Because getting your shit off is like, all right, I'm saying what I gotta say. But I'm obviously gonna continue doing what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'd be like getting crazy about like this entrepreneur shit. Like I'd be like, fuck, nigga, shit. You know what I mean? Broke as a motherfucker and shit like that, right? Yeah. But then it's like we still do it.
Right.
Complaining is you not doing anything about it. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're not putting those efforts in front of. Now, what's your family background now? Are they Caribbean or are they American?
Caribbean, Grenadian.
Oh, okay. That's where that is. That's where that stemmed from. So your father is Grenadian, yes?
Grenadian.
See, like, and he's born there, yes?
Born and raised.
See, that's what that is. Like Caribbean, Caribbean parents are tough.
Yeah.
Very
Tough.
They don't like to show a lot of emotion. Even my mom. My mom is the rock. You know, she's the head of the household.
Right.
She makes sure everything is in order.
Right.
But I feel like I can't go to her when I need to like speak to her because she's so strong and get over it and you got to keep pushing on like. So I knew I needed to get a therapist so I can consistently vent to somebody and also like I have friends but event like for the most part like I stay to myself. That it's funny. That's my handle on Instagram is solitary. In Spanish, it's loner.
Okay, that's deep. That's deep. And you're like you yourself are also an introvert too. You don't really like.
Oh yeah, I'm a super introvert, but it's just because I don't really like fuck with people. You know what I mean? Like I just like. It's not that I don't fuck with people, but like I'm just so comfortable being like in my own space.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have to talk to people for real. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing for me to just like be in a room full of people who I know and just be silent. You know what I mean? Like I'm just cool like that. I'm just like cool just being in my own environment. You know what I'm saying? But like I wanted to ask like how long have you been in therapy and like how has it helped you with dealing with your anxiety if at all?
So I started in August and I basically repeat the question again, my fault.
How long have you been in and how has it helped?
If
at all? Yeah.
It definitely has helped. I remember my first session I broke down just talking about from like he said start from the beginning. Yeah. And that's childhood.
Yeah.
And I didn't speak about this stuff for years, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just be like completely vulnerable and I'm gonna say like it was things that my father has done. He has his share of like infidelity and stuff, and I was a part of like sometimes he would bring me around that, and then I would have to hide that from my mother.
Oh, see,
yeah. So it was hiding that from my mother for years. So unpacking that, it was definitely helpful. I definitely felt a lot lighter after that conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
Right. It's just good to get that off, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely helpful for sure.
Right.
That's I kind of wish I could go therapy too, son. You know what I mean? Like,
you can.
Yeah, I know, but like,
I've been saying I want to.
I've been saying I want to. I just can't. Like, I don't know if I don't even know how to go about this thing here. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, if I was to go to a therapist, is your therapist black?
Yes.
See, nah,
black man.
Oh, black man.
Black
Okay.
man. I needed a black older man just to get like black educated older man just because that's something that I aspire to be. I want to put a lot of education in his brain.
Right.
So, I needed a perspective from somebody that looks like me.
Right.
That's very important too. Definitely a perspective that looks like you. I do want like a black woman though, therapist. I want a black woman anything, doctor, therapist. But the reason why I want a black woman therapist is because I need that nurturing voice, if you will. Mm-hmm. Not to tell me shit gonna be okay, but just like, okay, I understand. Yeah. All right. You know how that soft little shit they be doing? Like, a black woman is just different with the, of course. But just the feeling of just like welcomingness, like the grip of love, if you will. You find what I'm saying? When they really like, of course. Especially with a therapist, I just picture like Felicia Rashad. You know what I mean? Like Felicia, if you guys don't know who Felicia Rashad is, that's the mother on Cosby Show.
Don't even.
All right.
If anybody listening to this podcast doesn't know who Felicia Rashad is,
you should be shot, right?
Just stop. But then again, we couldn't remember Aaliyah, so I mean,
well, hold on now. We couldn't remember Aaliyah's song. Let's get that twit.
Whoa.
Nah, but it's all right.
It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
It was a bad moment. It was a bad moment.
It was a bad moment.
It's all right.
I would argue it was the lowest moment of our podcast career.
I think it's top one.
Yeah. It's top two. It's top two.
It wasn't good. It wasn't a good moment. But now you should know who Felicia Rashad is. But like when I when I talk to a woman therapist, I want to talk to a woman that's like Felicia Rashad. That gives me that just like, it's okay, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Not to say like, yo, I've been through some like real crazy shit, but I do want to like uncover some things about why am I like this.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, why am I this? Because I feel like, if you want to get real deep, I feel like this is a deep pile right now.
Let's go to get into it.
I feel like, you know, what I suffer with real talk is just like flirting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's like it's not like obviously
not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but I suffer with like flirting a lot, often, or entertaining, often. Like, I'm an entertainer.
Entertainer.
So-
Habitual entertainer, if you will.
Yes, and I'm not sure how to like really shut it off when I'm supposed to.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Before I get into a relationship, I kind of want to uncover that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can know how to like yo, just block everybody out and just like pay attention to this one person. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's good to, you know, check your options, you know.
No. Like, it is great to check your options, and that's how I was raised though. Okay. My mother was like, "Oh, don't like you are." I'm raised in a Caribbean background. My mother's Bayesian, my father's Jamaican.
Okay.
Always preached, don't put your eggs all in one basket. That's always your thing. Don't put your eggs all in one basket. So that's always stayed with me. You feel what I'm saying? But like, I do want to put my eggs in one basket, though. You feel what I'm saying?
At some point in life, of course.
At some point in life, because you know what it is? It's a lot. It's a lot for me.
Yeah.
A lot to juggle.
It's a lot to juggle.
I could also, like, you know, give you some advice on that because I am in a 4-year relationship.
See,
now.
all right,
Please,
now
talk
you're
to me.
potting. Now you're
Talk
potting.
to
Let's
me.
get it.
And also a black woman at that.
Yeah, okay.
Come on now.
Nice.
Shout out to Black Queens. Come on now.
Shout out to
Black men with black women love to see it.
Yeah, black love.
So if you need some advice, I'm here for you, brother.
All right, see, there you go. Probably talk off, Mike. I'm with that.
I want to talk. Oh my, give it
You
out
wanna
right,
take
give
all
it out
my-
right now.
I get it.
Give it out right now. Give me
So
some
all right,
advice.
so like in your relationship, how do you like? I'm assuming you never cheated.
Absolutely not.
All right, cool. So you never.
What you supposed to say?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to say.
But you know, because I am this way because my father
Your
was
father was a different
was
way,
an
yeah.
infidel for so
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
To my mother,
Yeah.
like nah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's I would never disrespect my queen
sure.
like that.
Yeah. So
sure.
all right, so like, well, so that was one of those things. What else would you say like helps with that? Just helps with like you just staying to one woman.
Oh, just keeping it fun. You know, going like my first year of dating, we went on dates like pretty much every single week. You know, and having deep conversations with her and just helping grow her mind and grow my mind, you know what I'm saying? And just completely knowing her to the point where like she could like she's not in the room and I could say like I could tell her whole life, you know, like
Right.
in and out, like know her in and out.
Yeah. So you got to know her like personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I got to know my ex personally too. It was hard for me to stop entertaining women though. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, it was hard.
Maybe you just wasn't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just wasn't.
How old are you?
25.
25 as well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now you have no excuse.
Nah, I had no excuse.
I mean, but it's a maturity thing too, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, I probably wasn't that immature. I mean, I probably wasn't that mature. My fault. Let me get that. Let's go.
No, it's funny.
Bugged out. I probably wasn't that mature either. You feel what I'm saying? But
Right.
But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Did you feel like your last relationship, did it get stale? Like, did it get like if it got stale? At what point did it get stale? And was it hard to like get out of that hole? I think that's what happens too. Like with 4-year relationships, 4+ years relationship,
Yeah, for sure.
Long,
when it's after,
long term.
Yeah, when it's after
you know
like
what
2
I'm saying?
years,
Like,
it starts to get like a little.
Couples have a hard time trying to like keep that spark.
Ooh, getting
alive.
over that bump.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you're gonna like fall into a lull a little bit. So like, but once you get into that little dull moment, how do you get over
See,
that?
and that's the thing, though, the low moment, because it's going to happen. It's
gonna happen, of course.
The low moment is difficult, I would say, if you're selfless. Now, if you're selfish, right? If you're selfish, then it won't work out.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely can talk about that because for myself, I'm definitely selfless. So I like to do for others, you know, like, and that's one thing that definitely keeps the spark alive. You know, like I like to listen to my girlfriend, and if she says she needs something or she wants something, I'll randomly like surprise her, and that keeps the spark in it as well. Because in her mind, I'm paying attention.
Right.
Exactly.
Women love when you pay attention to.
God,
By the way.
what?
And she does the same for me. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
It's reciprocated.
Right.
You know,
It's an equal thing. It's a
Yeah.
partnership.
Yes, absolutely.
See, that's the thing, though. See what I'm saying?
You haven't had that yet. You feel?
I don't think I had. Maybe listen. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Now let's just get one thing.
None of us.
None of us are perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. I definitely wasn't perfect in any relationship, especially that last one. But I think I definitely put my best foot forward. I felt like, like we said before last week, how they forget. They forget
Begin right.
that niggas did some things.
Come on now.
Niggas elevated you.
Come on now.
And I don't like that.
I am you.
Yeah. See,
Right.
see, but I don't like. It sounds like an ego thing when I say that, but it's not. You feel what I'm saying? Because I elevated you, you elevated me in some way. You feel what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. But I feel like there was a lot of things that went on. I don't want to get into it. 'Cause I'm not sure if she listens still. Honestly, I doubt you doubt it.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
I can guarantee you she
You
does
can
not
guarantee-
listen to this
All right,
podcast.
well, fuck it then. Let me get in my bag.
Get in your bag,
Let me
man.
get in my bag. I felt like, all right, like she didn't give me what I needed, as far as like that push. You understand what I'm saying? Like she didn't inspire me.
It's
if you
great
will.
that you didn't settle though. You
Right.
put your like, all right, this is what I want out of a relationship,
Right.
and you're not checking off those boxes.
Right.
So I'm out.
Yeah, but it's difficult. Like I remember you saying, like how is it difficult? It's difficult to leave that situation after a couple of years. You know what I mean? Like 3, 4, 5 years starts to get a little difficult, even if you do feel that way, to leave a situation.
Time don't mean nothing if you're uncomfortable in your situation. My
I agree with you 100%. Now you're potting. See,
that
now
was
see,
a
now
bar.
you're potting. That was a
Now
bar.
you potting, you know what
Now
I mean?
you potting.
That's a fact.
I agree with you 100%. That's why I like this time around. I don't want to waste my time. Like if you don't meet my type of credentials, I don't want to get into that situation with you because I already know what's going to happen at the end of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Of course.
But like, yeah, man, she would quit a lot of things. You know what I mean? So like, it just didn't like, and even if it's like small things, like you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't feel like going to the gym today or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't push. It wasn't like a push thing, and I admired her for putting me onto some like Afrocentric vibes and shit like that, and those things. Like I got better from it, but also like I on the creative, on the business side, I needed that partner to be like, yo, like she could be probably doing more shit than me. I need that though. You feel what I'm saying? The way I am, as ambitious as I am. As business as much as I love business and shit like that, I need that in the partner. I need that type of vibe. I need to see you on your shit. You don't even gotta have a business. If you want to be a nurse, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever, a designer, whatever, do your shit. But I want to see you get on that bag though.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do love a woman who like pushes me though. I ain't gonna hold you. Who like I love a woman who like just like she vocalizes that she wants to see me do better in life. You know what I mean? Like
talk to me.
I like that. That brings me closer to you. I ain't gonna hold you.
Exactly.
Right, and also like her, like seeing her get on her grind, kind of inspires you as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
Of course it does.
Because you know why? Because you a man. You know what I'm saying? Like only boys would like look at them like, okay, like yeah, she could probably take care of me or some bullshit, right? But as a man though, you be like, nah, like my girl getting on that shit, I gotta get to
my
it.
shit too.
I level up with
Hell
her.
Exactly.
yeah,
And
level,
see, that's
at
what
least.
that is right there. That's that partnership and shit
Hell
like
yeah.
that. So like, is your girl helping you as well with your brand as well?
Oh yeah, she definitely gives me a lot of creative ideas. My first logo was the flower.
With the
and
flower, right?
Yeah, so she was the inspiration behind that. And she, like, just in general, like, just being around her, seeing her aesthetic, seeing her silhouette, being able to see different pieces that she wears as from a woman perspective, it helps me now say, all right, this will look good on a female now. And for myself, like being able to say, all right, this will look cool for a brother. You know,
I love that jacket though. By the way,
Appreciate it.
You might have to see it. I might have to see what.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
It's a
Small, small though for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, this is small.
That's me.
But go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, just she's very stylish, and yeah, she's definitely inspired me creatively with my brand. So
See, and that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? That right there, partnership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's probably why like you don't even like look somewhere else. You're not even trying to entertain.
You got all you have. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I feel like that's why a lot of men, and let's be honest, that's why men cheat, or like
Why is that?
or entertain other people, huh?
Break it down.
Well, because they're missing something. Let's just be honest. They're missing something. And then, like, they feel like they probably do get it from somebody else, like another woman. So they entertain that. You know what I'm saying? And they might slip up.
So why don't they just completely go?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm about to say, that's where men go wrong. They don't have that communication. I'm definitely faulty of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on communication, but imagine telling somebody, like, yo, listen, you don't inspire me, so I have to leave. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
It's a tough conversation.
It's a tough
That's
conversation.
right.
Or even
tough.
like, not now, like to get off me personally, but like say like, yo, you know, I just don't enjoy us going on dates as much as I used to, or whatever. You know what I mean? So like, having those conversations are always tough, but it's necessary. I learned that now more so than anything. I'm definitely like able to have that conversation if it came necessary or if it came to that point. But back then, man, I didn't have that maturity level to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know how to bring it up. Like, first of all, you know, God bless my parents. My parents never taught me how to have those type of conversations. You know what I mean? I ain't know, like, that's something that you just learn literally on a whim. Like, or like from other people's experiences. Like, I love to learn from other people's experiences. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, if I see you, like, did some fucked up shit, I'll be like, okay, I know not to do that shit right there. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Talking about black-owned stuff, I kind of wanted to know about you guys' origin and, like, what made you want to start your business with the podcast and
back on Off the Strength right now. Back on that.
Yeah, so just where you guys started, when did you decide, like, all right, this is going to happen to the point where y'all are sitting down and you're in Living Black?
If you want me to give you a story to run down, we had a podcast, OTC podcast, with my ex, actually. Okay. And then she decided to do her own thing, so she left. And we had to sit down and start a rebrand because it can't be called OTC Podcast because OTC Podcast is called The Opinionated, which is me, the Talkative, which was her, and the Cool, which is him. Obviously, there ain't no talkative, so we can't be called OTC Podcast. So we had to like rebrand. We sat in Cha Cha Matcha. Shout out Cha Cha Matcha.
Cha Cha Matcha.
We sat in Cha Cha Matcha for like mad long, actually.
Yeah, facts.
For like mad long, drinking our matcha as we used to do.
Come on
And we was thinking about mad names. I forgot the name that we really was gonna call this fucking podcast.
Yeah,
actually.
we was like on that for a little minute too. Like it sounded good, but like we went with something else.
Yeah. We went and Living Black. Not even sure like where it came from. I forgot. But we went and Living Black, and it was just like, all right, cool. And once we got that logo, I think that just spoke volumes. Yeah. Already in itself, and I was like, you know what? We could do something from this. You know what I mean? We could do a brand and shit.
Word.
Yeah, like so like me and him put our heads together and shit like that. We talked to some designers. They created that logo, obviously. And, you know, we made a hoodie. And it did really well.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? The podcast also did like well too. Like people like was receptive to the name.
Yeah,
they started,
and that's what helped too.
Yeah, exactly,
like,
exactly.
Like it made it like reassured us that we made the right decision. You know what I mean?
The transition was smooth.
Yeah, it was smooth. Yeah. It was like, yo, like I fuck with Living Black.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, so now like, let's go.
Yeah, now it's like a hashtag. Now it's like a lifestyle. It's a community thing where it's like, okay, like this is what it is. Like this is who we are. Period. You know what I mean? Because Living Black means really like making being black comfortable being black normal.
No matter where you are.
Exactly.
Hey, brother.
Like you're. This is who you are. It is what it is. And you're in living black. And we talk from our experiences of living black. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, there's so many. I'm about to be.
Go ahead, do your thing, man.
So there's so many black people that are chameleons. They like to blend into rooms.
Yeah, speak on it.
It makes me feel so uncomfortable because I'm myself. No matter where I am, I'll be vulnerable. I know you don't like to be vulnerable.
No.
I do my homework, but yeah, they're just fake, you know. Like if they're around this person, they kind of blend and they start speaking like them and like agreeing with what they're saying when they know that they really don't agree with what. Like,
right.
I don't like that.
The coons, if you will.
The coons.
Yeah. The
Don't
coons,
like 'em.
if you will. I like calling them coons.
I know it's your favorite word.
Yeah, I love coons. Coon is my favorite word.
You like it a lot.
I just don't like. I love calling somebody a coon. Like, no, like look at this coon. I agree with you. 1,000%. There's a lot of black people that just likes to fit in the rooms. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem, and that's like that. We was on a podcast yesterday called "Off the Strength," and that's what Tone said. You know, let's normalize being black.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just normalize us being comfortable with our own skin and our own culture.
Yeah.
Period. That's
Facts.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, me rocking the dashiki should not offend you right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If that's what I wanted to do.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Me having like African American flag on a sweatshirt or something like that. If that's what I want to do, let me do it. Me having and living black on my sweatshirt or on your shirt right here shouldn't offend you. Let me just do that. And a lot of black people might feel offended, might look at it like twice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people that like to fit in. They don't want to be like out there. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want that attention on them. No, fuck that. We always demand attention. We're black.
Anyways.
Anywhere we go, we're black. Period.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, if you go to the Caribbean, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, that colorism, that's a whole different conversation. But the colorism, you know what I mean, still a thing. But other than that, other than the Caribbean islands, you go to Europe, you go to fucking certain parts of Africa, you go to, obviously, United States of fucking America, you go to Australia, you know what I'm saying? South America, you're fucking black. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're always going to carry that attention. You know what I mean? So, like, the people that try to blend in and try to be like, oh, I just want to be a normal person. No, that's not reality. I'm sorry. It's not.
Cause like the black folk that do that, it's not like the white people you trying to impress is respecting you more anyways.
At all.
You know what I'm
actually.
saying? Like,
At
you
all.
still just a black person, like, but you just trying to, like, blend in with them and their culture. They still looking you as us.
Yep.
You know what I mean, so?
They'll look at you in your face like, oh, okay, and then talk so much shit
smack
about
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you might as well just roll with it. You know what
Might
I
as
mean?
well just get with the
You know what
vibes.
I mean? Just be black, unapologetically. You know what I'm saying?
See,
It
and
makes
that's the
some
thing,
sense.
too. Like, unapologetically being black is a thing. Like, yes, we like to drink Hennessy, right? We got that brown in our cup. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we like to drink Casamigos, tequila. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to do. That's what the fuck we want to do.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DeLeon, though. Black owned. P. Diddy, I see you. I feel like I always got to shout out that.
Sure.
I can't say tequila and not say. I feel like Jay-Z sometimes. You just can't. You can't say tequila and not say DeLeon now, because now that you know it's black owned. But anyway,
I understand.
so what's next for your brand? Like, what's the steps?
So I already have a 5-year plan.
Okay,
you know?
that's what I like to hear.
It's clothing, it's education, it's mentoring. One thing that I didn't have when I was younger, which I wish I had, was a mentor, because I made a lot of mistakes. So yes, it's clothing right now. I want to get my message out there, but I definitely want to be in a situation where I can mentor junior high school and high school children, because that is the time where you're most influenced and prone to making the most mistakes.
Right.
So, getting in this situation, I'm in school right now for childhood special education. I want to make an impact in that world, but my main goal is to get into that mentoring space, so I can share my experiences and hopefully influence those junior high school and high school children to be better versions of themselves and not be chameleons.
Yeah.
You know?
Word.
That's deep, actually. I mean, me and you was talking about that, but like, you know, we obviously don't like kids that much. But I do agree with that. Like, that is the age where like kids are most influenced.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you having that voice in the air, like, yo,
Man, they be attached to the screen like
yeah.
this. So you know,
Yeah, you being that voice where it's like, yo, I don't think you should do that. You know what I'm saying? Like at the age of like, you know, whatever, middle school, 13, 12 or 14, 15, like that matters a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Like that matters more than people, I think, give credit to. I just don't like kids now because I think kids just do crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? High school kids.
Do you want children of your own?
Of course. But my kids, it's just like people's dogs.
Okay.
Like, I don't fuck with people's dogs. But I will fuck with my dog.
Interesting.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
See, I fuck with people's dogs more than I fuck with their kids.
See, that's weird.
I love people's dogs.
But like, I don't know your dog.
Yeah.
Cause like, I don't know what your dog tendencies is. Just like the kids, I don't know the kids' tendencies. Cause he might want to smack a nigga just one day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen a kid, like, you know, we went to high school, obviously. Yeah. We've seen kids do some crazy shit.
For sure.
Right? Smack a teacher or something like just outlandish.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine a kid come up to you and smack you. Like, I just don't want to put myself in that position.
Man.
But I might have to kill a kid, is what I'm saying.
No, you don't want to do that.
No, at all. Because I do love kids and the grand scheme of things. Like, a little babies, you know what I mean? When they 5 and shit like that, they start talking and shit. I think that's another age, too, where like, you could, like, really get them to, like, you know, you could teach them a lot.
Oh yeah.
Different
That
languages.
kindergarten age,
Yeah. Different languages, different just ways on how to like behave or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? But I do agree with you as far as like, all right, those 12, 13, 14, 15, they're starting to trying to see, okay, who am I for real?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that. So I get like you going to like talking to them and trying to see like, yo, here's what you could do. You know what I mean? Especially if you're like successful in your field.
Yeah.
They love that shit.
Oh, they love being inspired by people that are big. Like I could say something and it don't mean nothing to you, but if the biggest artist in the world says it, oh yeah, they're like the president or they're super powerful.
Yeah, right.
Like, yeah.
I feel like you know what it is. We also gotta tell the kids too, like, you know, that shit don't come overnight. I think a lot of kids think shit come overnight too now.
Yeah, they see the success, they don't see the grind.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but I'm gonna be a testament to it and say that this is the starting for all of us.
Right,
you know,
right.
But one thing that I want to do is I want to keep my my progress and the levels that I take documented. So, and then like have like a whole video or multiple videos where like they're seeing like, all right, this is where he started. It's levels, you know.
Right, it's levels to this shit for real. It's levels to this shit in this game.
I low-key wish I had like something of a mentor, like
Growing up
in high school.
Would
at
you
least,
be
growing
different?
up.
You think?
I just wish that like we were saying like a couple weeks ago, how like we wish that we would have went to HBCU.
Right, we was talking about
I just wish I would have had somebody to kind of just like walk me through the different paths I can take in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, 'cause in high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do for real. And so when it was time to apply for colleges and I figured that shit out like in junior year, senior year, I was like, yo, like, what the fuck I want to do with my life?
Right.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying? I was like so confused and lost.
Yeah, it was one of
Oh
those-
my gosh, I can't believe that I forgot about this. So I taught financial literacy in a junior high school for a little bit, and it blows my mind that things like that are not in schools on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you literally need that for life, and I realized that it's kind of a trap that the government has set up for us, you know, You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want us to be financially
Of
literate.
course not. Come on now.
They want to keep us trapped. They want to keep us down.
They don't want us to learn how to really like save money and shit like that. How to do our
yeah.
taxes and shit. Of course not.
Of course not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they have the leverage. I mean, and leverage is like having knowledge.
Oh, for
and
sure.
so if we have the knowledge, they have no more leverage.
Right.
So we could just do everything on our own. We don't need them at all.
Right.
I mean, like your leverage is no good if everybody has the same information. You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
And it's so wild. The first lesson that I taught, I said, write 10 things down that you guys that you guys will want. Gucci, Ferrari, Chanel, all of this brand name stuff, and it's like, all right, but how are you gonna get all of these things if you don't have the finances to do it? Like you're setting yourself up to be, sorry, but
Okay.
poor.
Yeah, for sure. They're creating more expenses than assets.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a perfect segue. But I want to actually touch on what you said. I wish I also had a mentor as well. I think like a lot of our parents, God bless them. They did the best they could, but they wasn't like, at least from I can speak on me, they wasn't like a mentor as far as like, yo, listen, here's the thing about HBCU. Or here's the thing about why you should take high school kind of serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, we passed classes.
Sure. It's not hard to pass the high school class.
No, I mean, but like, I wasn't failing either. Like, I wasn't I wasn't one of those kids either. Like, I mean, we was passing classes, but like, we wasn't like doing homeworks and you know, what I mean, we only did projects and shit. Like, it was just one of those things. Like, we didn't really take this serious because it was too easy, if you will. You know what I'm saying? It felt easy. It felt like I could pass this.
Public high school is definitely easy.
Yeah, it felt like whatever. So we didn't take it really that serious. And I'm pretty sure, like, if we had, like, that little in our back, we could have took that shit serious. We could have probably went to a different type of college. Right. Like you said, HBCU and shit like that, like we talked about. And then, like, we'd have probably been in a different position that we are now.
Sure.
Man, time is so valuable.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you can waste it in that time. And that 14 to 18 range, it comes and it goes. And it's like, dang, what did I do? Like, what did I learn all this time?
Right, exactly, precisely. And I definitely want to segue into something that had triggered me just early in the week. Why do black people seek validation from people who don't love them? Now, I'm talking about fashion houses. Now, you're in fashion. We're obviously like in this like little realm. We definitely went to school for fashion, fashion merchandising. So we like, at least I can speak for me. I studied these guys. You know what I mean? I studied these fashion houses, the Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons, the Pradas and shit.
It's the influence. Who's wearing it? The celebrities.
See, but that's what I'm saying. That's the problem though, right? Why? In the 90s, we was wearing our own shit. The academics, the Meccas, you know what I mean? The Baby Fats, the Fat Farms, the Rockefellers, the Sean Johns. We was wearing all these things, 90s to the 2000s. What happened? Why did we start seeking validation from these fashion houses? I'm gonna let you start real quick. I'm gonna let you answer it. But the reason why it came to me is because I saw this blasphemy where this black dude was like on the fashion runway. I forgot this guy's name. He's a model of Chanel, and it's the first black man to ever walk the runways in 109 years. 109
and
years.
He was honored too, like
honored. But I want to know why do we like feel that's something to honor? Like, why is that feeling like, oh, like this is, you know what I mean? Like, why do we? And then Chanel is racist. Gucci is racist. Louis Vuitton. Prada is racist. Like, why is it like? Why do we love these brands that don't love us? Why do you could go ahead first if you got it?
I mean, I feel like everything stems from racism, right? So
100%. And
so
you could get into that too.
So like us as black people, forever. You right? that Henny hand?
The Henny's just something different.
It's in a little bit.
yes, sir.
But us as black people, like for such a long time, we have so easily like have been corrupted by like these white ideologies in this country and shit. So like whatever like they deem as like higher,
Right.
like more valuable than us,
Top tier.
we fall into it. You know what I'm saying? And so like black people just don't treat our shit as the same level as them. I mean, I saw a quote today on Instagram. It's just something like, there has been no longer boycott in our country's history than black people boycotting black businesses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't buy into our own shit. You know what I mean? If it's not as expensive as the Gucci's and Chanel's, you know what I mean? If it ain't worn by these white models, if it ain't headed by a white billionaire or whatever the case,
right.
It's not as valuable as our
not.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like our shit take longer to ship. You know what I'm saying? Our shit is cheaper. Our shit don't feel the same.
Yeah.
Like fuck it. It must be lower quality.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like black businesses don't have the same resources as many of these fashion houses that has been forever for centuries.
Exactly.
Way longer than we've been around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we just deem it way more valuable than what we can make. And it's just a trap. It's just a system, you know what I mean? And we fall into it easy, bro.
And they don't understand that in order for us to get into that fashion house vibes, because in Live It Black could very much well be a fashion house. Your brand as could very much be well as a fashion house. You feel what I'm saying? Like, give us the money. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to see like your black people strive, then do that.
They don't want to see us strive.
Which is that's what I'm saying. Which is sad. It's like like the influence that the Chanel's, the Gucci's, and shit like that we get is a sad thing.
And I kind of want to touch on the brainwash mentality,
Okay,
the programming. You know,
Now you're potting. Let's
like
get it.
so if I'm wearing FUBU. Oh, you're a bum ass nigga, and but if I have my product. It goes back to that inspiration, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that high school time, you want to get the flyest, you want to get just the latest stuff, the stuff that's in. You want to be popular, you want to be seen, and that's what they think. And that that brainwash mentality will say, all right, let me wear this. Supreme or whatever the case may be because it's hot and I'll get a lot of girls and it's the programming, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's one of those things. I agree with that. Like I think I was talking to a friend about it too because she was obviously on the other side. Like, yeah, I think we should congratulate that because it's it's monumental. It's different. Like, no, you shouldn't congratulate that because it's not something that should be congratulated. Right. It's not something that it's not something that should have ever happened in the first place.
Right.
Like Chanel should have been probably had if you fuck with people and you want people to wear your clothes, period, should have been fuck with black people. Of course not, you're not gonna do it. You understand what I'm saying? But you should have been fuck with black people. Gucci, you should have been fuck with black people. Versace, you should have been fuck with black people. But now that I feel like what fashion houses realized was like, hold on. These niggas make shit move though. Hold on. They got influence. Hip-hop artists is the most influential people on the planet.
Ever.
On the planet.
In the history of our existence.
It's the most, not the Queen of England. No. Not the president. It's hip-hop.
Hip-hop.
Everything is centered around hip-hop. Hip-hop artists make this shit. So I felt like fashion houses were just like, oh, really? Mm-hmm. We got to put these niggas in our clothes.
Yeah, that's when it started, right?
Yeah.
Like it started with Dapper Dan doing his own shit. We rocking Dapper Dan now, and now Gucci and all these other French fashion houses and everybody was like, oh, hip hop is moving out here. Yeah. Let's just give y'all shit. Get our shit off, even though they really don't want us wearing their clothes.
I'm telling you, they don't
want. You know what I'm saying?
We're the biggest consumer, right?
Yeah, for sure, 1,000%.
You spend the most bread in the country.
The most bread in the country.
$1 trillion to spend the power.
Because we're fucking idiots. Well, by the way,
we spend money on the wrong things.
We're not financially illiterate.
Exactly.
See now you're bringing it back. And then we're also not educated. Now, what I said earlier though. What was that? What I said about that?
About what?
Information is knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge is education. Education is God. Right? Now, see, now that's potted.
King Pod.
You love that ball.
Huh?
You love that ball.
I'm gonna roll with that. I'm gonna roll with that. If I would have put that shit as the title.
I know you are. I know you are.
Now, if it wasn't that long, I would put it as the title.
It's pretty low.
But that ass though, honestly, right? Information is knowledge. Knowledge is education. Education is God. For real. Because if you knew better, you would do better.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, obviously, people like us, you know, like Barry could get $1 million today. Mm-hmm. Barry, if I give you $1 million, where you going? You're not gonna go Louis Vuitton now.
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not.
You're not gonna go Gucci now.
Of course, what are you saying?
Because why? You have the knowledge to know better than that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you probably gonna shop from a lot of black-owned brands. You probably gonna go right over to Tier or something like that.
I'm gonna get some Grow merch. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get someone living black.
You know the vibes. I'm gonna invest it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, invest. You gonna go to Brooklyn Circus. You gonna go to you know what I mean? All these other black-owned brands you gonna go to because while you have the knowledge, you know that keeping it within the community matters most.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we don't have that, man.
Our dollar don't circulate long enough.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
it circulates. Well, I forgot what's the? You know the. I don't know if you know the analytic. It circulates. The dollar circulates like what, like 2 hours or something? Like something silly.
It might be less than that.
Very scarce. Yeah.
Something silly. Yeah. Before we get out of here, right? Tell the people where to find your stuff at.
Oh, you can find myself on my Instagram page, Solitario, SOLITARIOO __. Mm-hmm. That's my only platform right now, but I'm working on a website. Right.
Yeah. I can't wait for that website. When that website hops through, let me know. Or send it to us. We're going to definitely put it out on the podcast. Maybe we could come back up too and then, you know what I mean, share a little vibes on that as well.
I'll definitely be more comfortable next time.
No, for sure. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. But like what I like though is like, you know, we discussed what it is. You know what I'm saying? The anxiety and stuff like that. We got into it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You definitely got more comfortable as the pod went on. So it was good. Yeah. What you be listening to nowadays? What you listen to?
Yo, I listen to a lot of Corday,
okay.
A lot of Meek Mill.
All right.
I like to switch it up though. Like I listen to some soft shit, some Snow.
Some Snow, okay. Soul shit, because for your girl, you know what I mean? For your girl. On that.
You know, yeah, for sure. Slow it down a little bit. Who else I listen to? I'm definitely waiting for, I definitely wrote it down too. Oh, some Joey Badass.
Oh, Joey,
yeah. I'm waiting for his album because his last album was crazy.
Yeah, his last album was a classic, I would say.
Absolutely.
See, I know you hate that word too, that classic.
I'm not mad at you calling that classic as I am to fucking what's the guy named Chicago? Some Saba, yeah, come on.
Well, like first of all, I think you're hating Saba. I will forever say this: Saba Bucket List Project is a classic. Listen to that shit right now. It's a project. It's a classic. But anyway, we're not gonna get into that because I hate when Jabari do that shit. Yes, Joey Badass. I do appreciate him as a voice in our culture and shit too. So I'm definitely excited. I ain't like those 3 singles he dropped.
Yeah, really. It came in left really quickly.
Yeah. It wasn't, and it hit the way it was supposed to. I ain't expect that. After a long time like that, after that album, it wasn't something I was trying to hear. I ain't gonna lie. But I am a fan of Joey Badass, so I definitely can't wait for that.
That's your boy.
Yeah, well, relax. See, I went to school with Joey Badass, but he don't want to like.
Y'all went to Murrow?
No, he did. I went to middle school. I went to middle school with Joey Badass. See, but like I also spoke to this guy, right? Because he lives on a block, right? See, but like he's not. First of all, he's not like no dude to be lying about this. You feel what I'm saying? He's not like Kanye.
I never said he was lying.
Oh, okay. But I'm not saying I was his dude. Like I'm not saying I was. I'm just saying we had like we
play ball. They play ball together. Yeah. They play ball together.
I hate this nigga. It's so bad. We talked. We had conversations. We chilled. We vibed. He's a dope dude. You know what I'm saying? I know him as a name.
You know him as Jovan.
I know him as Jovan.
Yeah.
I know him as
first name basis with him.
Yeah, for sure. Like I wouldn't call him Joey Badass if I saw him.
You would call him Jovan?
I would call him Jovan.
I think that's disrespectful to be honest.
Why?
Because he doesn't remember you.
He probably doesn't. I don't know.
I feel like you should call him Joey.
I don't want to call him Joey.
But like you're not like, you know what
I might call him Joey. I might call him Joey. I might call him Joey or I might call him Jovan. Never know in that situation. But I'm not calling you Joey Badass. Just because I know you.
Don't add the badass.
And then we had. It's a difference if I just know you and like saw you in school. And
imagine he remembered you.
I wouldn't.
No, he doesn't. Because he saw him at a concert. He didn't know who he was.
Nah, that's first of all, that's not true. That's not true. And he's like, See, that's not true. Don't even let nobody. Don't see. I keep trying to tell you, don't spread that. Don't spread no.
That's
bullshit.
not what happened.
No, not at all. Okay. Not at all. See, you keep spreading that bullshit. Okay. That's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get into you.
He didn't recognize you.
He never saw me though, bro.
He saw your girl.
He saw my girl though.
I'm sure he did.
Well, you know, my ex is a beautiful woman.
Of course,
she's a beautiful woman. So I would assume everybody. No, Denzel Curry saw my girl.
Denzel Curry.
Yeah, I would fight that nigga.
Right.
But anyway, but not now because I don't give a fuck. Sure. But anyway, ain't the point. You just blew my whole shit. Can't stand this dude. We gonna get the hell out of here. Thank you for coming up, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for bringing that brown water too. I didn't eat nothing at all today too.
Y'all can have that.
I'm sure.
No, well, Jabbar, you take it.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I can't do it.
I get it back. I got it back.
You
got it back?
Yeah, I got it back.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. Can I play a song going out? This song called Kimi Casanova by Akeem Ali.
Yes.
I'm gonna play that song going out.
This is fly.
That's a fly song. It's pimp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's dope. Next week we'll probably get a little bit more into music. Hopefully some other shit drop. Did you listen to Ty Dolla $ign album yet?
I listened to some of it. I really like that song with Kehlani.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's fire. That's elite. Yeah. Universe is a dope song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said again, appreciate. Tell the people one more time where they could get your shit at.
My Instagram is Solitario SOLITARIOO__.
This is In Living Black at In Living Black on Instagram and Twitter. Appreciate you guys for listening. Appreciate you guys for checking us out. Make sure you guys support my dude Brand, man. He's coming up out here. I can't wait for you to drop that website though for sure. Cause I need that jacket though. So that jacket got to come through. Nice. You feel what I'm saying? Nice. Episode 136?
I think so.
And Living Black. You know the fucking vibe.